I'll take the final question, which has to do with there's someone I have and I find attractive, but I think she's out of my league. What do I do? Now that's an interesting question, because that question it can go both ways. I have seen and I have experienced being on both sides of the coin. There are times when you meet someone or you see someone or you are introduced to someone who you believe to be out of your, you might say, I won't use the word level, but out of your area of reach. And there have been times when I have been on the other side where someone has considered me to be out of their area of reach. And the question is always, what do I do? I am one who, generally speaking, I do not necessarily believe in confining yourself to stereotypes. However, generalizations are there for a reason, because when you're in a population in Great Britain of so many people, I believe we are 67 and counting million people. Generalizations are there for a reason, because they are generally true. They may not apply to everyone, but for the entire population, they generally are true. And for something to work for the majority, it only has to apply to 50.1%. When we say all, we refer to 100%. Generalizations only have to work for most, so 50.1%. And therefore, let me speak to the 50.1%, irrespective of whether you are the man or the woman, and irrespective of whether you fall in the person looking upwards or the person looking downwards. As a broad concept, men are able to attract, keep the most attractive women that are available based on affordability. In other words, most men are with the most attractive women that they can afford to attract and keep. Most women are with the men that they are able to attract with their beauty, and such men are men of means. So in other words, for a woman, your beauty determines the caliber of man, judged based on money, power, fame, influence, and resources. The caliber of man that you can attract with your beauty. The man, on the other hand, is judged based on the resources he has and how far that resource or those resources or whatever derivative of those resources, fame, influence, gain, that he has, for which he can trade in exchange for beauty. And that is a useful, I would say, generalization to keep in mind. What that means, I guess in a nutshell, is we go through life cycles. If you are a man, you get to create your value over time. Education translated into human capital, translated into resources, influence, association. With that, you can exchange what you've created for desirability and beauty in a woman. A woman, you're naturally born with beauty, or you acquire beauty, and over time, you get to trade that for the person who has the highest bid. And that is